where's the balance between getting the most rent that you can out of your property and then making sure that the tenants actually stay? There's a big question for a lot of landlords about how much money they can really extract out of their property. And I think one of the big ways that we need to be careful is to maybe adjust our mindset on what is the max rent that you want to actually charge out of your property. Just because your property can get, $1,500 a month in rent, and maybe you keep that tenant for 6 to 12 months and they're going to move out later, doesn't mean that maybe that's the best choice. Maybe instead of renting for $1,500 a month at the very, very tip top of the market rent, maybe you go to $1,400 or even $1,350 or something to make your property the most attractive. And now you're gonna, same thing when we price property for sale, whether it's houses or multifamily property, we wanna list it a little bit under the market, try and get more eyes on that property, more attention. Then you get more choices to pick through, more types of financing, and then you could potentially even get a bidding war up. But pricing your property to be not the tip top of the market, but a little bit below, tends to make yours a lot more attractive. And as a landlord, you want as many options to pick as possible for your tenant because you want to make sure that they're going to take care of your property, that they're going to stay there a long time, that they're going to be a really good tenant. So maybe change the mindset a little bit of I can get $1,500 from this versus maybe I should get $1,400 from this. And then be sure to add as much value as possible. That's really what a lease is the exchange of value, that they're paying you money and you're giving them a place to live. You want to make sure that the value exchange is at least equal or hopefully in your favor a little bit to where you're providing more value than you are getting back, just to make sure that you keep your tenants really, really happy, that they're going to take care of your property, because in the long run, that is so much more valuable than maybe getting an extra $100 a month out of your rent. And then you have to, it all goes out the window later on anyway, when you have to fix up a unit because the tenant completely trashed it afterwards, or you have a couple months extra vacancy because you have higher turnover because of a higher rent. All that stuff is should be in part of your thinking when you're trying to price that out. That's where a really good property management company comes into play as well. They can really get a good feel for the market as far as where's the market rent, like where's the top of it and where you should price it, and then being able to pick from a really good pool of tenants as well.